This could be our biggest Coons Ford summer savings event ever. When you're talking Ford, you're talking Coons.
Tonight, several developing stories as we come on the air. The bombshell report tonight on James Comey now revealed. Did Comey's actions cross the line? Publicly chastising Hillary Clinton for 15 minutes on national TV before revealing he wasn't recommending charges. Then 11 days before the election, revealing he was investigating again. Then saying nothing there. And the IG report asking why James Comey did not reveal the FBI was also looking into the Trump campaign at the same time. And tonight, the FBI officials and their personal text messages, what they reveal. Also tonight, the destructive tornado slamming the Northeast, destroying buildings, several wounded. And EF2 winds up to 130 miles an hour. The manhunt at this hour, the shooter opening fire outside a major airport on several drivers in their cars. Several vehicles hit. A runway closed. We have new reporting tonight. The deputy attacked responding to a call, the struggle in broad daylight. The growing outrage, parents crossing the border separated from their children. And tonight, for the first time, we're allowed inside one of those immigration detention centers. What our correspondent was allowed to see and what he could not record himself. And the woman walking her dogs attacked and killed by an alligator. Tonight, the 911 calls and the warning.
This is ABC World News Tonight with David Muir.
Good evening, and it's great to have you with us here on a Thursday night and to be back here in the U.S. And we begin tonight with that blistering report on James Comey from the Inspector General at the Justice Department. The report criticizes Comey for two major decisions he made involving Hillary Clinton. First, going on national TV with sharp words for Clinton, only to then recommend no charges. And then for his decision to go public 11 days before the election, reopening the email investigation, only to then say right before voters went to the polls that there was nothing there. The report also asks why Comey did not reveal the FBI was also investigating Russia and the Trump campaign. And the report tonight also revealing new text messages between two FBI officials. ABC's Chief Justice correspondent Pierre Thomas leading us off from the FBI.
Tonight, the Justice Department's independent watchdog handing down a searing rebuke of FBI Director James Comey, finding the former FBI director made serious errors in the handling of the Hillary Clinton email investigation. The report calls out Comey's surprise July 2016 news conference, clearing Clinton.
We cannot find a case that would support bringing criminal charges on these facts.
The Inspector General found it extraordinary and insubordinate that Comey refused to tell his Justice Department bosses what he would say, finding he had usurped the authority of the Attorney General. At that same news conference, Comey criticized Clinton.
There is evidence that they were extremely careless in their handling of very sensitive, highly classified information.
The Inspector General determined those statements violated long-standing department practice and protocol, since she was not being charged. The report also taking aim at that October surprise, Comey announcing that he was reopening the Clinton probe just 11 days before the election.
Secretary Clinton, any reaction to the FBI investigation?
Hillary Clinton believes it cost her the election.
I always thought it would be close. I didn't expect to be totally ambushed at the end.
The Inspector General says Comey was wrong to go public with the Clinton news, while remaining silent on the Russian investigation swirling around candidate Donald Trump, accusing Comey of rejecting long-standing department policy.
Given what I knew at the time, these were the decisions that were best calculated to preserve the values of the institutions.
But the Inspector General found Comey's explanations unpersuasive, acknowledging he faced a difficult situation, but concluding he made a serious error of judgment. President Trump has declared the FBI was trying to help Clinton all along.
She is being protected by a rigged system. It's a totally rigged system.
Still, the Inspector General concludes there was no evidence that the decision to clear Hillary Clinton was influenced by political preferences or bias. The report's perhaps harshest criticism is directed at two senior FBI officials who exchanged blatantly anti-Trump text messages during the 2016 campaign, including two new ones we saw today for the first time. FBI attorney Lisa Page writing to FBI agent Peter Strzok in August of 2016. Trump's not ever going to become president, right? Right? Strzok responds, no, he's not. We'll stop it. The report saying that message implies a willingness to take official action to impact the presidential candidate's electoral prospects, while conceding there's no evidence that actually happened. Still, the Inspector General determined the messages cast a cloud over the investigation and impacted the reputation of the FBI. Tonight, Comey's successor, FBI Director Christopher Wray, speaking out.
We've got some work to do. But let's also be clear on the scope of this report. Nothing in this report impugns the integrity of our workforce as a whole or the FBI as an institution.
And Pierre Thomas with us live tonight from the FBI. And Pierre, James Comey tweeting tonight that he finds the Inspector General's conclusions, quote, reasonable, though he disagrees with some of the points. But Pierre, there was another finding in the report that jumped out to many today, Comey's own use of his own private email for government work.
That's right, David. The report did find Comey used a personal email account to conduct unclassified FBI business. That fact was not lost on Hillary Clinton. Take a look at what she tweeted today. She wrote sarcastically, "But my emails." David, she believes that Comey cost her this election.
Pierre Thomas with us tonight. Pierre, thank you. Next tonight to the major tornado hitting the Northeast. It happened in Wilkes-Barre Township, Pennsylvania, an EF2 with 130-mile-an-hour winds, flipping U-Haul trucks and destroying buildings. It was one of several tornadoes hitting, and ABC's Eva Pilgrim is there.
Severe weather on the move tonight. Powerful storms already tearing through the east.
We have a large gas line that has ruptured. Several building collapses in the area.
An EF2 tornado with winds up to 130 miles per hour, ripping buildings apart, tossing vehicles like toys in Wilkes-Barre Township, Pennsylvania.
Then all of a sudden the building landed on top of my car, and I thought me and my son would have died.
The danger present even after daybreak.
They are actually evacuating us from this area right now because of a propane leak, and they have now blocked off this part of the road.
This time lapse capturing the storm's fury. Sarah Smith wrote it out in a restaurant walk-in cooler.
And I called my mom to tell her that I love her, and I didn't know if I was going to make it out.
6 people were hurt, nearly 24 businesses damaged or destroyed. And northwest of here, a second EF2 twister striking several homes in Bradford County.
David, this storm ripped through right about closing time for many of these businesses. If it had been just a few hours earlier, so many more people would have been caught in this storm. David?
Eva Pilgrim tonight. Eva, thank you. We're going to turn next here to the urgent manhunt in Seattle tonight after someone opened fire and several drivers in their cars outside the airport there. One airport runway was shut down for a time. Tonight, we're hearing from some of the drivers, and ABC's Will Carr reports from Seattle.
Tonight, police searching for the person who fired on at least 4 unsuspecting motorists driving near Seattle's airport before the suspect strikes again.
I heard a boom and glass all over my face, and I looked and I saw that it went through the passenger side, and I realized that it was a bullet.
The bullets ripping through drivers' windshields, windows, and doors.
The bullet hole is through the door, bottom part of the door, and into the seats, so the bullet's in the seats.
Authorities today canvassing this neighborhood with metal detectors, searching for shell casings.
How much worse could this have been?
Well, you know, it's amazing that no one was struck.
Investigators believe the suspect fired Wednesday from the side of the highway near the busy SeaTac airport. Authorities quickly closing the road, snarling traffic, and even shutting down one runway temporarily, but the suspect still got away. David, at this point, it appears that these shootings were random, and it comes as authorities are now working to see if there's a link between this incident and another recent report of shots fired in this area. David.
Will Carr tonight. Will, thank you. Next tonight, the New York State Attorney General's office revealing a major new lawsuit against the Trump Foundation. The president and his 3 oldest children are named in the suit, which accuses them of using the foundation's money to pay legal bills, promote Trump hotels, and to buy personal items. It also accuses them of using that money for the campaign, including handing out checks right before the Iowa caucuses. Here's ABC's Kara Phillips tonight.
Tonight, New York's new attorney general is suing President Trump and 3 of his children, alleging persistently illegal conduct while operating the nonprofit, the Donald J. Trump Foundation. The suit accusing them of using charity funds to pay legal bills, promote Trump hotels, and support his presidential campaign, even spending $10,000 on a portrait of Trump himself, later hung on the walls of one of his golf clubs. The most damning allegation involves this Iowa fundraiser that candidate Trump staged.
We love our vets.
That event raking in $2.8 million for the Trump Foundation. The lawsuit now claiming an email from campaign manager Corey Lewandowski requesting the foundation make grants in Iowa just days before the caucuses. Is there any way we can make some disbursements from the proceeds of the fundraiser this week while in Iowa?
We have so many of these checks, they're all over the place.
Donald Trump proudly presenting at least 5 $100,000 grants to Iowa charities just days before the Iowa caucuses. The president today slamming the investigation started by New York Attorney General Eric Schneiderman, who resigned in the wake of an assault scandal. Trump tweeting, "The sleazy New York Democrats are doing everything they can to sue me on a foundation that gave out to charity more money than it took in. I won't settle this case."
This is not either a sleazy or political action. This is a straightforward case of violation of the laws governing charitable foundations.
And Kira, this is not a criminal case. We know there are no criminal charges here. So what is the New York State Attorney General's office seeking?
Well, that's right, David, but this could still sting. I mean, the lawsuit seeks to shut down the foundation, force the president and his kids to pay nearly $3 million in restitution, and make sure they never lead a nonprofit for at least a decade, David.
Kira Phillips, live in Washington. Kira, thank you. Next to the growing outrage over families being separated at the border when they arrive illegally or apply for asylum, thousands of children separated from their parents. Tonight here, for the first time, we have now been allowed inside one of those immigration detention centers. What our correspondent was allowed to see, but what he could not record himself. ABC's Tom Yamas on this again from Houston.
For the first time, a look inside the country's largest facility for undocumented children. We're invited in. No recording devices allowed, no cell phones.
So many people have been asking what happens to those children once they're separated from their parents. Well, they're brought here to a facility where they're taken care of by the federal government. This is as far as our cameras are allowed to go. You can see it says keep out, private property. And this facility is so big, it used to be a Walmart supercenter.
These images provided by the government. Nearly 1,500 boys between 10 and 17 years old now live in a converted big box store. We're shown the boys' rooms, meant for 4 beds, now with 5. Classrooms for civics and English lessons. The kids play video games, shoot pool and play foosball, but spend just 2 hours a day outside, and they're granted just 2 phone calls a week. The average stay in facilities like this, 56 days. Most of these children crossed illegally, unaccompanied, but facilities like this are now running out of space now that families are being separated. Elected leaders want answers. Senator Jeff Merkley tried getting inside this very center last week.
Can you please give me a tour of it?
A tour? But denied entry.
What was your name again? I'm sorry, Senator Jeff Merkley.
And tonight, Attorney General Jeff Sessions invoking the Bible in defense of the administration's hardline immigration policy.
You know that the Lord told Nehemiah that when he got to come back home to Jerusalem to build a wall. That's the first thing he told him to do. It wasn't to keep people in, it was to keep bad people out.
This mother telling us what is happening is inhumane. Her 5-year-old daughter taken from her for days after she illegally crossed the border. She now worries the little girl may have psychological trauma. Today, the White House pressed on the enforcement tactics that have separated more than 700 families.
Come on, Sarah, you're a parent. Don't you have any empathy for what these people are going through? They have less than you do.
Guys,
Sarah, come on,
settle down.
Seriously.
I'm trying to be serious, but I'm not going to have you yell out of turn.
And Tom Yamas with us live tonight from Houston. And Tom, you said that the government is now running out of space with these facilities. So what's the plan moving forward? Where will they put the children?
Well, David, there are more than 100 facilities right now across the U.S., and they are reaching capacity. So they're now going to have to open emergency and temporary shelters. This structure behind us in downtown Houston may turn into one. And tonight we're getting these fresh pictures in. This is near the border, near El Paso. Tent-like structures that are going up near a port of entry. We're being told they can house more than 300 children. They are air-conditioned, David, and that is a good thing because the temperatures in El Paso near 99 degrees.
Tom
David.
Yamas, who will stay on this story for us. Tom, thank you. President Trump tonight with new praise for North Korean leader Kim Jong-un, calling him a tough guy and saying they understand each other. As the president now faces new questions about what that brutal dictator has done inside his country. And tonight what the North Koreans are being told about promises from President Trump.